Coming up in Jamaica Magazine for this Friday, April 30. We close Vaccination Week in fine style by tracing Jamaica's progress in the area of immunization. Plus, it's not only about keeping Jamaica clean. Hear more about the plans underway in the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. Hi there, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Those and more right after these messages.
Experiencing flu-like symptoms such as coughing, fever, or runny nose? Has it caused severe aches and pains? Is it difficult to breathe? Have you been feeling dizzy? What about diarrhea, vomiting, or dehydration? If the answer is yes, see your doctor or the nearest health center right away. These are all symptoms of the influenza A H1N1 virus. Be smart. Seek medical attention today.
Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Friday, April 29. As the island seeks to expand its market reach, government has announced plans to appoint a review commission on CARICOM.
I think the time has come for Jamaica to fully assess the benefits, opportunities, and challenges of CARICOM, and to assert ourselves in such a way that Jamaica gets the benefit of CARICOM.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness was speaking on Wednesday at the unveiling of equipment worth $285 million at International Biscuits Limited. He used the function to encourage Jamaica's private sector to seek out opportunities for expansion into CARICOM markets.
We may not be able to compete because of the cost of energy, but we must be able to compete because we have a better tasting product, because our products are packaged better, that we have tailored a product that meets the needs of the consumer. So we may not always have comparative advantages, but we must also develop and emphasize our competitive advantage as well.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister says Dr. Nigel Clarke's appointment as Ambassador Plenipotentiary for Economic Affairs is part of his administration's commitment to growth. Dr. Clarke's appointment was confirmed last week. The position of Ambassador Plenipotentiary relates to an ambassador with full powers to sign treaties or otherwise act for the state. He's expected to represent Jamaica's interests in investment and trade relations with bilateral, multilateral, and international partners.
Nigel will be assisting us in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, and assisting generally in ensuring that our dream of economic growth and prosperity for all Jamaicans, that dream is a reality.
Ground was broken yesterday for a $7 billion housing development in Innswood, St. Catherine. 760 houses will be built in the scheme called The Orchards. The development is a joint venture of SCJ Holdings Limited and Reeve Gardner and Associates. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Horace Chang, has hailed the public-private partnership, which he says is a critical aspect of attaining economic growth.
It will be one of the pillars on which we hope to build and grow the economy. We look forward to seeing more Jamaican partnerships coming in to participate in the economic activity that will build this country.
The work will be carried out in 3 phases, with construction expected to be completed within 2.5 years. 2-bedroom houses developed on 4,000 to 6,000 square foot lots will start selling at $10.75 million each. 514 Jamaican farm workers will leave the island for Washington, D.C. next month. They will be working on the Gebbers farms under the Overseas Employment Program. It's among the largest holdings in the United States, with over 5,000 acres of apples and more than 2,000 acres of cherry. Minister of Labour and Social Security Shahini Robinson met with the owners who were in the island to donate a check of $250,000 to a Jamaican charity earlier this week. She has revealed that the Gebbers Farms operators are looking to expand operations, which would see more Jamaicans being employed there. The Ministry of Health is moving to improve access to non-traditional forms of vaccines among the general population. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton made the announcement at the recent launch of the 14th Vaccination Week in the Americas. He said the vaccines would be offered as part of the ministry's routine administration in light of increasing disease migration from other countries posing a threat to the health of the population.
And the commitment today is that we will work to ensure that other vaccines on the market with a proven track record are introduced as part of our routine administration to our population.
Dr. Tufton said the ministry would also continue providing vaccines for children in the public health sector at no cost. Various measures will be employed to get parents and guardians to comply and adjust to the routine vaccination schedule. Residential childcare facilities across the island are currently being reviewed. The review is being carried out by the Child Development Agency, CDA, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, and should be completed within the next 3 months.
And this review is primarily to look at the services being provided in those facilities. What are the services that we should provide as government? What are the services that partners should provide? And how is it that we are going to operate in those spaces so that our children have the best outcomes?
The CDA's CEO was speaking on Wednesday at a JIS think tank session. And finally, the Ministry of Youth will be launching a national social marketing campaign dubbed Our Children JA as a major Child Month activity. State Minister Floyd Green gave the details at a JIS think tank on Wednesday.
We think it is critical that part of what we do is change the culture in Jamaica, where people don't talk about their child or that child, but see every child as a collective asset of every individual. And during the month, we ask people to share with us, use the hashtag OurChildrenJA.
The minister will share more details on the campaign as well as the other areas of focus for Child Month during a broadcast to the nation this Sunday, May 1. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.
Parents, make sure the children get immunized. Hear this! Immunization, it is a must. This is not a joke thing, this you can trust. It is required by law for entry to nursery, to daycare and to schools. Listen up, it is necessary to prevent diseases such as the measles, the poliomyelitis, the lockjaw and the whooping cough. Immunize your kids, keep them healthy, keep them strong. Prevent deadly diseases such as mumps, rubella and diphtheria. Immunize your child today. Immunization, a key to good health.
A message from the Ministry of Health and PAHO.
Go for the gold. Get vaccinated. That's the theme for Vaccination Week 2016, which ends today. Up next, we recap Jamaica's journey to achieving universal immunization coverage for all children.
Jamaica's lightning speed far supersedes the tracks. From as early as its birth in 1962, the country has placed as its priority the delivery of adequate healthcare services. Of note is its outstanding immunization program. There is now a very high chance that your child will be protected against infectious, disabling, and oftentimes life-threatening diseases if he or she is fully immunized. Jamaica has been successful in eliminating a number of vaccine-preventable diseases. In 2011, the country achieved a 100% coverage for tuberculosis, 92% for poliomyelitis, diphtheria, pertussis or whooping cough, tetanus or lockjaw, hepatitis B and Haemophilus influenza type B, and 88% coverage for measles, mumps and rubella, MMR.
Jamaica's current status in terms of immunization coverage since 2015 is actually quite good. We achieved 100% for tuberculosis or BCG, And for all the other antigens, including polio, tetanus, measles, rubella, we are in the 90s. Immunization has been one of the most cost-effective public health interventions ever implemented. And it actually prevents between 2 to 3 million deaths per year in children under the age of 5.
This magnanimous achievement took intense efforts from the Ministry of Health. In fact, the transformation began in September 1977 when the expanded program on immunization, EPI, was established in Jamaica.
What the expanded program of immunization has done over the last 30 to 40 years has transformed the health of our young children. Whereas we had epidemics of polio, measles, rubella, congenital rubella syndrome, and other childhood infections, by having high levels of coverage using the standard vaccines that we give in our health services, we've been able to prevent these childhood diseases. So we do have a lot to be proud of.
One merely has to step back in time to the early 1950s to understand the strides made in ensuring that every child is fully immunized. Then, paralytic cases of polio reached epidemic proportions in Jamaica. Few or no children under the age of 4 were immunized. In 1954, the attack rate was about 174 per 100,000. There were subsequent outbreaks in 1957, 1960, 1964, and 1982.
One of the things that came home to everybody was a wake-up call that we had to implement a full established immunization program as part of our maternal and child health program. And so we began the process of building on that epidemic to systematically develop the program of immunization. The epidemic, in retrospect, was a blessing in disguise because every negative must produce a positive. So the outcomes have been good.
With the introduction of the Salk vaccine, the effects of polio became less lethal, and there has been no record of the disease in Jamaica since 1982.
Since the expanded program on immunization was established in Jamaica in 1977, Jamaica and the Caribbean as a whole has actually led the way in elimination of these diseases from the Caribbean region.
Jamaica's record in immunization is recognized internationally. In 2011, Jamaica was awarded the Pan American Health Organization's Henry C. Smith Immunization Award. The award is given to the Caribbean country that has made the most improvement in its EPI for that year. The significant reduction in infant and child mortality points to the Ministry of Health's stance in propagating holistic health island-wide. Universal immunization coverage is well within our grasp.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash, no paper, no dash, no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them end up in the sea. Collect pan the reef where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your eat.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica.
Switching gears now to another topical issue. Just last week, the local government ministry kicked off its national cleanup program in Montego Bay. Several truckloads of solid waste were removed to the retirement landfill, and that process will be replicated across the country. Keeping Jamaica clean is just one of the main objectives of the ministry. Let's hear about other initiatives now underway.
Revitalizing governance at the local level is a major priority for the new administration. Since assuming office, the Portfolio Minister Desmond McKenzie has been meeting with departments and agencies that report to the Ministry of Local Government. They include the National Solid Waste Management Authority, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, the Jamaica Fire Brigade, the Board of Supervision, which deals with infirmaries, and parish councils. The overall mandate is clear.
This government's agenda is predicated on growth, and local government is going to play the part. Local government contributes a significant amount to the economy of Jamaica.
And so the ministry will be realigned to fit with that objective. Minister McKenzie has already indicated that money allocated to parish councils through the Equalization Fund will have to be used differently.
It can't be just all about cleaning gully, cleaning drain and chop down tree. There can be meaningful ways that we can use the Equalization Fund that will contribute to you earning revenues.
As for revenue earned directly by the local authorities, such as property taxes, the local government minister wants them to collect more.
What I think you need to increase is your ability to collect the revenues that are out there. Enforcement has to become an integral part of the council's existence.
Then there's the matter of accountability and transparency. He says stakeholders will have to get reacquainted with the laws guiding local government operations.
We're going to be having interactions in every parish council with all the sitting councillors and those who are aspiring to become councillors. Because anybody who is an elected representative and don't know what the laws allow you to do don't deserve to be elected. The policies of this government is that the economy must grow. And the work of the Jamaica Fire Service will have to be up to scratch, because fire bears a significant burden on the economy of the country.
Some immediate priorities: getting a new headquarters for the Jamaica Fire Brigade, upgrading the training facilities, and getting additional equipment including fire trucks. A significant advancement was made in that area following the signing of a grant contract between the St. Elizabeth Parish Council and the Government of Japan in March. Through Japan's grassroots human security project, the Asian country will provide about $9.5 million to refurbish 3 fire trucks and provide a water tank. 2 of the trucks and tank will be housed at the Black River Fire Station, while the other truck will be stationed at the Junction Fire Station.
The funds that our embassy is contributing will cover costs of reconditioning of those vehicles and shipping fees to transport them from Japan to Kingston, Jamaica. Those fire trucks will enable the authorities in the parish of St. Elizabeth to provide emergency attention and care for people in dire needs within the parish and neighboring communities.
And I want to give the assurance that the only way that the people of St. Elizabeth and in extension the people of Jamaica will be able to repay the government and people of Japan is to maintain what we get and ensure that we maximize to the full potential of the units.
If we brick by brick seek to build the brigade, we'll get there, notwithstanding the difficulties that we face.
So the Ministry of Local Government is on the move, working to transform local authorities to improve their services to the Jamaican people while boosting economic growth.
How well do you know your child? What he or she likes or dislikes? Favorite food or color? How about who their friends are? Make the time. Get to know your child. It helps to build their relationship. Makes it easy to keep them safe, and it helps their development process.
Teenagers are super talented, and if steered in the right direction and given the appropriate tools, the impossible becomes possible. The Ministry of Education, through Junior Achievement Jamaica, is laying the foundation for all that to happen. Take a look.
Come on, give me light, camera, action. Oh, that's for everything. Lights, camera, action.
And with that, the cameras, the phones and the tablets got rolling as students from high schools across the island got to producing their first television commercial. It was all as a result of the Junior Achievement Jamaica Marketing Maven Commercialize Your Business competition.
The Marketing Maven competition is one aspect of one of our education programs we offer at the high school level, where students between 9th and 12th grade are engaged in learning about starting and operating a small business during the course of the school year. So the competition has been integrated into the overall program as a means of giving students the opportunity to really engage in the marketing, as the title suggests, of their product that they develop as a part of their company.
So for the competition, students were tasked with the challenge of developing up to a 60-second commercial focused on what their product was about and their target market.
We decided on a commercial because we wanted to really have them to take the opportunity to get really creative in thinking about, okay, I came up with this product idea as a part of the program. I'm developing my company. I know who I want my target market to be, but does that necessarily mean that they're going to buy it? How, what creative methods can I incorporate to really get people interested in my product?
So, just how creative were they? Not bad at all for high schoolers. Top 3 commercials were Mayday High in 3rd place with their Bebida Energetica, Convent of Mercy Alpha Academy in 2nd with their Fabric Craze cushions, and the winner, the Rusty's High School in Hanover with Twinklets.
In light of the increasing demand for electrical power and the costly nature of imported oil, which has resulted in high electricity bills, and the growing concern for our environment globally, our company decided to focus our commercial on sustainable development and energy conservation through our energy-efficient products, Twinklets.
We learned how to use the Adobe After Effects software and other technology, which enabled us to create what we wanted. We also learned that when marketing a product, there are various elements to consider as it relates to using the most effective medium to reach our target market. And also, teamwork makes our dream work.
Judging was done by a team from Junior Achievement Jamaica, assisted by representatives from the Jamaica Information Service. Several factors went into deciding the winning ad.
They targeted a sector that many
many Jamaicans are challenged with, which is energy conservation. So when you see the product now and their idea of how you can find simple ways of achieving that, it was very interesting.
The competition has not only rewarded students, but has undeniably taught critical marketing and video production skills to these youngsters.
Not only do students get to learn the theoretical aspects of business, they also get to put into practice what they learn. They learn about marketing strategies and types of advertisements. During the Junior Achievement Program and the Marketing Maven specifically, they get to see everything come alive. So not only are we teaching them to own their economic success, we're also teaching them skills and tools that will help them to be worthwhile citizens in a global business environment.
We are Racine High School, winners of the Junior Achievement Marketing Maven Competition. Our motto is, Labor Amelia Winkit. Keep watching Jamaica Magazine.
Come on, give me light, camera, action. Oh, that's for everything.
Businessmen and women, members of the MSMEs, no longer do you have to visit several government agencies to register a company or business name. Visit the COJ. They are willing and prepared to assist you in filling out the new business registration form, more commonly known as the super form.
The overwhelming response from the majority of our customers is, why did this take so long to happen? There are persons who actually waited until January 2nd to come here to do their business because they wanted to avoid going to multiple government departments.
Click on ocrjamaica.com for more details.
Who should be vaccinated? Babies, children, young people, old people, black people, white people, all people. Go for the gold. Get vaccinated. What is the aim of vaccination? Vaccination prevents diseases. Measles, mumps, and rubella. We not have that. Smallpox. We not have that. Polio. We not have that. We were vaccinated. We were vaccinated. Go for the gold. Get vaccinated. Want to be fast like gold? Go for the gold. Get vaccinated. He was vaccinated. Shillian Fraser Price. She got it right. She was vaccinated. She was vaccinated. Go for the gold. Get vaccinated. For a healthy nation, keep the focus on vaccination. Let's teach it. Let's preach it. Vaccination saves lives.
We've come to the end of Jamaica Magazine for this Friday. Thanks for spending time with us. Remember to keep up to date with the latest government information. Join us online, jis.gov.jm, or YouTube channel and other social media platforms. You may also catch a new edition of Jamaica Magazine tomorrow on the station. Until then, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a great evening.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.